There's a violent power struggle going on within the contract forces of Africa, the PF that ran security for the Muthinda oil field. Most of their key people are Afrikaners, but naturally for a South African organization, some of its founders are British. Details are sketchy, but apparently the Afrikaners are holding these British personnel for interrogation near Kaziba camp. We've been asked to rescue one of them, a man known as the Viscount. We don't have the Viscount's exact location, but he doesn't speak the Afrikaners' language, Afrikaans. They'll need an interpreter who speaks English in order to interrogate him. Meaning if we tail the interpreter, he'll lead us right to the target. By the way, the contract specifies that it's all right to ignore the other British prisoners. But the final decision is yours, boss. Several high-level British CFA officials are being held by their Afrikaner colleagues. One of these prisoners is the rescue target, a guy known as the Viscount. The target's location is unknown, but they're bound to have an interpreter present when they interrogate him. We've used info from the intel unit to predict the interpreter's location. It's on your iDroid. Follow the interpreter and extract the target when you find him. Somewhere in Kaziba camp. The Afrikaners are holding several British prisoners in different parts of the camp. The interpreter and interrogator supposedly go from place to place to conduct their questioning. The target is one of those prisoners.
Goeiedag, troep. Wel, wat maak ik met hem? Zet hem samen die vrouw.
You found the interpreter. Now follow him to the target.
That's not the target. Orders are only the Viscount gets rescued. Can't understand why he received special treatment, but I don't imagine it'll be a problem to save the other prisoners too. If you're going to use a weapon, be careful not to draw the enemy's attention. The CFA are all business. Hard to believe they're interrogating their own. Situation must be worse than we thought. Make a wrong move, and they could kill the target without warning.
That prisoner you extracted wasn't the target, but we did get some information. Seems the prisoners aren't held together, and the cells and interrogation rooms are separate places.
De CFD, begrijp. Bescherm securiteit en wees wakker. Uit!
Sta op! Ik geef je de laatste kans.
This is your last chance.
Die MPLA se olieveld reg. Paar inligting.
The MPLA's oil field right. Where did you get this information?
I only know it was an anonymous source.
Dit was 'n anonieme bron.
Moenie vir 'n voetbal vat nie.
You're not fooling anybody.
Ask any of the others. Nobody knows anything.
Ek sê die ander probeer vra.
Ek wil 'n same storie opgemaak. Dit is hoekom jy nie die Britte kan vertrou nie. Weet jy hoeveel Afrikaners sit onder die hele gelei tydens die Boereoorlog?
You made up a story with the others. You British are all liars. You know how much the Afrikaners suffered because of you in the Boer War.
That wasn't me.
Hy sê dit was nie hy nie.
Maar dit was julle wat ons verraai het.
But it was you that betrayed us.
It wasn't me. It was the viscount.
Genoeg. As jy niks weet nie, is ons seker klaar.
So, our rescue target was behind some kind of plot.
Where are your...
Boss, I did some digging, and it seems the target himself gave us this mission through a representative. That prisoner wasn't the target either. We got some more information, though. They're going to intrude.
Hey, you okay? Moenie.
Where are your friends?
Alsjeblieft.
Spit it out.
Moenie te doen.
Where did you get the information on the MPLA's oil field right?
I really don't know.
Sy sê dat sy niks weet.
Jy verwag van my om te glo. Jy het die MPLA gekontak om inligting van 'n anonieme bron.
You mean you attempted to contact the MPLA based on information from an unknown source?
I didn't try to hide anything. The viscount said to keep quiet for now. That's all.
Sy sê sy het nie bedoel om iets weg te steek nie, maar die burggraaf het haar stilgehou.
Ha! Dis as die burggraaf se skuld. Goed. Die burggraaf kan ons die res vertel.
And a viscount can tell us the rest.
Wait! At least talk to the viscount.
Hou jou bek.
Hands up.
wasn't a target either. But we did learn the target's field of movement. If you run into trouble, give us a call. We may be able to offer some advice.
12 cover fire!
That looks like the target. Target extraction confirmed. Get yourself out of the hot zone. By chopper or by land. It's your choice. Gaining altitude. Departing. All right, mission complete, boss. Maybe you'll actually break a sweat next time, huh? Boss, one of the other British prisoners filled us in about the viscount. It turns out he's a real two-faced son of a bitch. He was planning to secure the MPLA's oil field rights for himself in exchange for swapping the CFA's alliance from the anti-government United rebels to the state-backed MPLA. He hid this from the Afrikaners, but once he thought the jig was up, he tried to pin it on the other British personnel and take off. The Afrikaners captured him, and that was when he asked us to rescue him, and only him. I'll throw him in the brig for now, but we may have to be extra persuasive with this one. By the way, boss, we got some interesting news out of our friend the Viscount. He mentioned that more than a few PFs in the region have purchased walker gears. The CFA's the same. That's Soviet Army technology, and it's still a prototype. Only Cypher could be leaking it to the PFs. But the question is, why?
Boss, this contract comes from the MPLA, the People's Movement for the Liberation of Angola. Apparently, new Western bipedal weapons have been deployed to Ditadi abandoned village and are a threat to their troops. Our job is to eliminate them. The bipedal weapons they're talking about are, of course, walker gears. As I previously reported, they're already in active service with PFs in Africa. But don't you find it strange? A PF employed by the West obtains a prototype developed by the Soviets, yet the Russia-backed MPLA don't know the details. Eastern weapons technology developed in Afghanistan is being supplied to the West in Africa. Only Cypher would be capable of making something like that happen. So, boss, eliminate the walker gears at Ditadi abandoned village, just like the MPLA have asked. Once you do, the PF will need to contact its supplier, giving us a chance to close in on that supplier, Cypher. Boss, this
contract comes from the People's Movement for the Liberation of Angola, also known as the MPLA. The PF at Ditati Abandoned Village has been supplied with walker gears. Your job is to eliminate them all. Destroy them, extract them, whatever you see fit. This just might get us closer to the walker gear supplier, Cypher. Good luck, boss. Things up, the enemy will counterattack on their walker gears. That would complicate things. Handle this carefully. The targets have been deployed to that outpost. Find and eliminate all of them. Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Hands up. Where are your friends?
Asseblief.
Spit it out.
Moenie te doen.
He's coming too. Roger that. You gonna extract him? That's a target. Eliminate it any way you'd like. That's the way. Flawless work. You never cease to amaze, boss.
Buddy! But let come on! Jose, attack! Get him! What? Speak.
He's coming too. Roger that. You gotta extract him.
Help me!
Nice work. Keep it up. Great. No targets remaining. Your objective's complete. Exfiltrate out of the hot zone by chopper or on land.
Buddy! Huh? Buddy!
You gotta extract him.
Go!
Okay, subject is in.
squad. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is C squad. On station at LZ. Gaining altitude. Departing. Amazing. Mission complete. That right there is why you're the best, boss. The one and only. Boss, we were right. Once you'd eliminated those walker gears, a resupply call was made from Ditati to CFA headquarters. The CFA then contacted none other than Saner. That's right, the shell company that owned Mfinda Oilfield. So Saner was just a front for Cypher. The resupply won't be happening just yet. But we did learn that the walker gears are transported out of Nova Braga Airport. Apparently, there's a distribution network on the Savannah that links all the PF outposts. I'll have the intel team investigate this network. If Cypher is supplying PFs with walker gears, the PFs have to be offering them something in return. We follow the money trail. We might just find ourselves on Cypher's doorstep.